See the wrestlers coming in their distinctive hairstyles. And their long kimonos, Hakama Hawari style. They're going into the shitakubeya, the preparation rooms, and then eventually they'll come out. Well, there's some Hakata Bijin, famous beauties from this area. Well, it's Shoryu in the lead with 8 straight wins, and he's ahead of the pack. But this is a man who's close behind him, Akinoshima. He's got 7 wins and 1 loss. And he's an unusual wrestler. He's been around for 20 years or so. 35 years old. He's won a lot of tournament prizes. 19. He's won 16 kimboshi. That's wins against Yokozuna. In his early days, he lost a lot to Koronishiki and Kaiho, but for them, he said, he could have won some bashos and maybe even been ozeki. But anyway, he lost that one, so that's dropped him behind a bit. That's 7 wins and 2 losses for him, and the 4th win for Asanowaka. Now, Aogiyama, cheerful character, fights Jumonji. They fought once before, and Aogiyama won that one. So straight for the upper part of the body, neither of them looking for the belt. It's pushing all the way. Well, it's lively, that pushing sumo, as opposed to the belt sumo, but there have been very few yokozuna who oshi sumo men, that's pushing sumo men. They were nearly all belt sumo people. So that's something for Chio Taikai to think about. He very rarely works on the belt. Now, Tochinohana against Ushiomaru. Tochinohana, 148 kilos, Ushiomaru, much the heavier of the two, at 170 in his second Nakauchi Basho. A good outing last time, had 9 wins, but gets dumped there. And looks like he hurt his knee on that fall. Very user unfriendly, the sumo environment. Surface is hard, the surface is abrasive, and it's actually quite small. Hasn't changed for a long time. The wrestlers have got bigger, but the dimensions have stayed much the same. They toyed with the idea of making it bigger. In fact, just once briefly, just during the American occupation, they widened it, but it was very quickly changed back. Now we have Wakanoyama against Iwakiyama. So Wakanoyama coming out, leading with the head. But Iwakiyama fighting back. Wakanoyama trying hard. Got his head under the chin, tries the overarm grip there. But Iwakiyama's struggling hard, also tries the overarm grip. Well, interesting there to see how that was gone. Well, let's have a look at that. There's the overarm grip, and it certainly looked to me like Iwakiyama got that one. Oh, well, it's they said it looked like that they fell at the same time, so they've ordered a torinoshi. It seemed to me fairly clear that Iwakiyama won that one. He certainly won that, so no 2 ways about that. These judges do have a video link. There's somebody who watches it somewhere off from the dohyo, and it goes straight to the chief judge. What the verdict is. Well, now we have Buyuzan against Kaiho. A lot of weight difference here. Kaiho at a mere 122 kilos. He's 29 years old. It's amazing actually how long he's survived in this top division. Done consistently well. He's had a number of injuries, but he's survived at 122 kilos, nearly always fighting much bigger men. And there you see how he does it. Quick sidestep, moment of inattention, and Buyuzan goes flying out with a little push from behind. So that was 5th win for Kaiho. He sat out the last basho. That was a 6th loss for Buyuzan. Now Tamarikido with the taped up shoulder and arm fights Tokitsuumi. These two have never fought before. So straight to the belt, otherwise known as Yotsu Sumo. And locks him tight, does a little bit of a twist from the overarm grip. And you can see there Tamarikido suffering from that arm of his. Wasn't really able to resist the overarm throw of Tokitsuumi. Dejima, one-time tournament winner, ex-amateur champion, once said in an interview that he found sumo quite tough and unpleasant, but he's still in here fighting. He's been fighting since 1997. And there he wins, beats Kotoryu with straightforward oshidashi. So 6th win for Dejima, who seems to be coming back to his old Ozeki style when he was right near the top of the heap. Now Tochinohana fights Aminishiki. They fought 4 times in the past. Aminishiki won 3 of those. Deceptive wrestler is the Aminishiki in the blue, light blue mawashi. Looks as though he could be blown away almost, and yet he hangs on in there. He gets his wins. Well, that I think it was Aminishiki who touched down first, but it was touch and go. He looked like he had the overarm grip on Tochinohana and was throwing him. But Tochinohana gets that with no objections from the 5 judges round the side of the ring. Now Waka, as he's known in the sumo world, Kotonowaka fights Shimotori. These two have never fought before. Shimotori only into pro Makuuchi sumo this year. Of course, they fight in a narrow band around their ranking, so it's not unusual that these two haven't fought. Kotonowaka higher up the Maegashira ranks. It's been a lot higher than where he is at present. So there's some good sumo. You see the underarm grip of Kotonowaka and the overarm grip of Shimotori battling it out. And it, in fact, was the underarm grip of Kotonowaka and the extra weight, there's some 30 kilos difference in weight between the two of them, that spun Shimotori over. You see the tassels that hang from the big roof, the tsuriyane, they symbolize the seasons. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. A lot of symbolism in sumo. In fact, if you look at the ring from above, it looks like a mandala. Now we have Toki with the aggressive face and Hokutoriki with a self-possessed face. Although aggression there seems to have won. Toki pulls Hokutoriki down with the tsukiotoshi throw right from the tachi-ai. Well, Toki's got an aggressive face. Hokutoriki's got a rather self-possessed face. But they're all meant to be fairly passive, not to show elation or to be downcast when they lose. Now, Miyabiyama, his father is a big businessman in Ibaragi Prefecture. In fact, when Miyabiyama told his father he wanted to be a sumo man, his father said, well, okay, you be a sumo man, but don't think you've got a job waiting for you if you fail. If you're a good sumo man, when you quit, I can help you in business, but if you're bad, forget it. So it's a tough life. So here fighting Kyokushuzan. They fought 10 times before. Miyabiyama's won 6 of them. So onto the belt. Now Kyokushuzan has got some good moves. Here is particularly he can go for the legs that we've seen before. Tries the overarm throw. Yeah, you see him tapping the leg of Miyabiyama there. These Mongolians are very good at these taps on the leg that destabilize the other wrestler, no matter what size they are. So still it's Kyokushuzan's got that left overarm grip there, and he goes for the leg again. Nice combination of moves there. Miyabiyama doesn't really seem to be getting into this. He's doing the best he can, but there it is. It's the overarm grip. Well, that was a well-fought, tough match there. And Kyokushuzan gets it. 3rd win for him. He's got 6 losses already, so not doing too well this time out. Miyabiyama notches up his 6th loss. Akinoshima now facing up to a man who makes a very audible grunt when he comes out from the tachi-ai. So much slagged by the press over here. Seem to sort of naturally dislike him. Well, it's onto the belt. I suspect it's Tosanumi with a heavier weight that will come through. He's only 10 kilos heavier. Looks More stable, but Tochinoshima's coming back into it and rushes forward too fast and loses it right at the edge. Tsukiotoshi win there by Tochinomumi. You can see that run back, and you see how Tochinomi's legs just caught the raised straw bales, just enough to stop him going out. And Tochinoshima looks like he hurt himself there. So that was 8th loss for Tochinoshima and Makikoshi, and 4th win for Tochinomumi. Now we've got Tochinohana, who's on a bit of a roll. He's fighting Kyoku Tenho, otherwise known as Tenho in sumo circles. Tochinohana is known as Ozaki, only because that was his original pre-sumo name. Right, Tochinohana loses that one. So that's 3rd loss for him. He's still got 6 wins. He's not doing too badly. Still another 6 days to go after this, so good chance to win a tournament prize. And it's Kyoku Tenho who walks off with some money there. Now we have Robocop, Takami Sakari, and lots of salt, lots of exaggerated moves. He doesn't seem fussed by all the media attention. Koromitsuki looking a bit stern there. He's only got 4 wins so far. In fact, both the wrestlers are saying 4 and 4. Koromitsuki comes out hard and fast, but it's Takami Sakari who does the big drive and drops Koromitsuki out. Big lunging drive from Takami Sakari. There you see it. But Koromitsuki tries to ride it, but he's flying out over the edge. So 5th win for Takami Sakari. Both of those wrestlers actually graduated from the same amateur sumo stable, which is Nichidai. In fact, they both graduated the same year, so they were they trained together very many times. Well, we saw a brief clip there of Tochinohana, a praying position before he comes out against Musayama. These two have fought each other 44 times and each has won 22, so it's pretty close to call. Musayama with 6 wins and Tochinohana with 6 wins need to either of them need to win here to stay in the race for the Emperor's Cup. Back to the corner, scoop some salt, wipe themselves down. And then back to the center. So they coordinate their movements. Move in, chuck the salt. Part the spiky bits that hang down from their belt, go into the crouch, take their positions, hands down, and then into the atari, the slam. Well, Tochinohana gets the that favourite overarm grip of his, the kotenagi grip. That's where he puts pressure on the elbow and forearm. It's low pressure on the arm, not the upper arm. So that's 7th win, with only 2 losses for veteran Tochinohana. Well, he's certainly putting in a good basho this time. His ankles, which normally trouble him, are holding up very well. And that's 3rd loss for Musayama. Let's watch that one again. There you see that Tochinohana going over the arms. He always goes for the arms. And that forces Musayama out. Well, this match should have been Tamakasuga and Chiyo Taikai, but Chiyo Taikai's dropped out. He's ripped the muscles in his upper right arm in his bout yesterday against Tochinomumi. Well, that was the match that did it. You can see him holding his arm. So Kaiho's out, Chiyo Taikai's now out, so less local interest for the fans, unfortunately. And that was a win for Tamakasuga, his 1st win, incidentally, in this tournament. Now we have Mongolian Asashoryu, 8 straight wins. The way ahead of him seems to be clearing. Chiyo Taikai's out, so it's all up for grabs. He's fighting Gojiro. They never fought before. Gojiro is some 20 kilos heavier than Asashoryu, but he's had a long spell in the Juryo division. There's that leg behind. Well, there's a skillful wrestler, is Asashoryu. We've seen that move before. He hooks the leg round the back, then he plants it firmly on the ground, and then he just tilts them backwards. Let's watch again. There goes the leg round the back, planted on the ground, and then bang, over goes 157 kilos. That's 352-pound body weight, some 25 stone or so, hitting the deck. So 9 straight wins now for the Mongolian. Now Japanese sumo reeling a bit. They haven't had their grand champion in winning for some time. That's Tochinohana. They've had the Hawaiian grand champion winning. Now he's dropped out, and in place they have a Mongolian who's head of the pack. So it's the Japanese sumo fans are looking for a Japanese champion here. Tochiazuma against Wakano Sato. Touch and go, they fought 11 times in the past. Tochiazuma's won 8 of those. Wakano Sato's only won 3 times, but Wakano Sato's having a bad basho. Only got 3 wins, and Tochiazuma trying to power in there. I would suspect, though, Wakano Sato's too strong for him, but he's not as skillful as Tochiazuma. So a little break in the effort there. Tochiazuma drives him to the edge, tries the overarm throw, and that drops Wakano Sato down. So 5th win for Tochiazuma and 6th loss for Wakano Sato. Well, that was a lively bout, and Tochiazuma showing a little bit better form than we've seen so far in this basho. Of course, he sat out the last one. So at the end of day 9, you can see the leader there, Asanowaka, with 9 straight wins. Behind him, Takanonami with 7-2, and Akinoshima with 7-2. Still a chance for Takanonami or Akinoshima to come through, but it's shaping up for Asanowaka. Here's the man leading the pack. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll be back soon with days 10, 11 and 12. This is Syd Hoare from Kyushu. Bye for now, and sayonara.